My name is Orlando Vera, and I'm with Peer Voices of Orange County, a 100% peer-run organization. We represent peers in the community on all levels, and we really believe and know wholeheartedly that the lived experience of a peer in mental health or substance abuse disorders can really aid them in their recovery. But we also recognize that that is not enough. We absolutely recognize that a collaboration or that the clinician has such an ability that we may not have been trained for and can provide a service that we cannot provide. And I think we would do harm to our clients, to our peers, and to those in the community if we did not provide and collaborate with clinicians. But we've had for a while difficulties because I think we have stood on one side and clinicians, I feel, have stood on the other side. And not to blame one or the other, but at the end of the day, what I feel would really work, and we've seen it work now with Naruse and with Addiction Institute, that basically we feel that joint venture, that collaboration can wholeheartedly help that client. With that, take it away, Dr. G.
Absolutely. So let me piggyback on what you said in that regard in terms of me too. I too believe that neither of these camps are to be blamed. We need to, all of us, focus the blame on the rift, on the schism, on the disconnection between these two key providers. We are talking about service providers. Peers are very skilled service providers from the perspective of lived experiences, knowing for a lifetime, more or less, what it is like to struggle with whether it's mental health or behavioral health. That's very valuable. However, that doesn't take away from the value of clinical training and clinical acumen and competence. And it's not necessarily about the people. We're not tooting anybody's horn. I want to get everybody's focus on the availability of resources. We're talking about models. We're talking about science. We're talking about simple, basic tool set that usually lies in a little bit of a different camp and is not immediately accessible except through the other types of service providers. That group of service providers known as clinicians, as the MFTs, as the psychologists, as the counselors. And we don't want to devalue any of these sides. We don't want to overemphasize the value on either side. What we want to do here is recognize the problem, which is that rift and schism between these two groups of very, very valuable service providers and contributors, and create a better collaboration. Ultimately, our goal is going to be to develop a curriculum for training and provision of this training for both camps, where they can come together and learn from one another, contribute together to bridge the gap, to get rid of this gap.